Bonjour les amis, bienvenue à une nouvelle vidéo de la vie d'Azan. Aujourd'hui, nous discuterons le sujet de les admissions et les applications universitaires. On y va? Hi guys, as you can tell, I'm kind of tired, but I thought we could do another video about college applications because, as you have probably all know, early decision and early action deadlines are coming soon. So in today's video, we will be talking about the difference between all the application types. So, as I was saying, many of the early action and early decision applications are going to be due in October and November. Certain schools have like a second round of early action or early decision, so those may be due a little bit later or concurrently with regular decision. And all of these names are kind of confusing, so we will get into them in today's video. Hopefully my hair looks less puffy now. I need a haircut. So anyway, we got through that point. First thing we're going to talk about is early decision. Early decision is the most confusing one because its name is kind of close enough to regular decision. Early decision is binding, whereas the other types are not. Binding means if you get into this school, you have to attend no matter what. So like financial aid package, whatever, no matter what, you have to attend. So you should only do this if it's A, your dream school, and B, like the percentage of like giving like financial aid based on like what's needed or whatever is given. And you apply to some sort of merit-based scholarship as well. Because if you get in as early decision and if your dream school, but then you can't pay, then that's kind of a problem. Then you might have to take out more loans or something. So early decision is binding. Usually it's due at the same time as early action. And as we just went over, do it only for dream schools or for schools that you know you can pay. Then early action is basically early decision, except it's non-binding, meaning even if you get in, you're free to choose, and you can still like apply to like different schools or stuff like that. There is also restricted early action, which I believe it's like you can apply to like one private school and one public school, or it's like your private school and your state school. So that is restricted and something similar to early decision, but in early decision it's binding. And restricted early action, I do not believe it's binding. It's just that you can only apply to like a certain number of schools. Both early decision and restrictive early action increase your chance of getting into a particular school because you are much more committed in both. Even though early action is not binding, you have to sign a statement that you won't apply to anywhere else for the early action cycle. You can still apply to other places for regular decisions. An early decision, you can apply to multiple places, but I'm sorry, you should only apply to one school for early decision, because if you get accepted, then you have to go there. Early action is similar to regular decision, it's just that it's earlier. So if you have stronger grades, some schools have higher early action admission rates. But if your junior year grades weren't as strong, then maybe it might be better to wait for regular decisions that you can send in your mid-year transcript. For early action, I believe your mid-year transcript for most schools go automatically, but some might require you to tell them to do it. And so those are the main 4 admission types. As we just went over, restrictive early action is you can apply to only one private school and then a state or public school. Early decision is you can only apply to one school, preferably your dream school. And early action regular decision, you can apply anywhere. You just have to figure out if it's worth it to apply earlier or later based on your grades and the percentage of you getting admitted for that admission cycle. Certain schools also have rolling admission. This is completely different from the 4 admission types we discussed. Rolling admissions, you can send your application from I believe August or September until May. The deadline is May, but they come as whatever. It's as they come in, they say yes or no. So for those, it's advantageous if you apply earlier because there's more space in the class, obviously. But that's a little bit of a different kind of system. Usually all early rounds are due by the latest in January. Sometimes the second round of the early ones are due in January, but most of the first round of the early ones are due by December, but some schools that are larger tend to do them in October or November. And regular decision can vary, but usually regular decision for larger schools is by either in December or January, and for smaller schools it's either in February or March. So that is the general calendar for the admission cycles and rolling admissions, which isn't a cycle, it's different. So I'm trying to produce shorter videos, and I hope you guys all like them. Also we just went over the essay prompts for common application and coalition application, and as well as the not commonly used universal college applications. And in addition, we went through a guide that goes over each, the process of how to select colleges, because before you can do any of this, the first step is make college lists. And my favorite search tool is Big Future, and then utilizing some of the numbers in Goosh and US News and World Reports, and sometimes Peterson. I think maybe you could do a video on using Big Future, because there are certain things that people overlook that I find that are really important. Merci d'avoir regardé. J'espère que vous adorez cette vidéo. S'il vous plaît, vous abonnez, partagez, commentez et aimez cette vidéo. À la prochaine vidéo. Au revoir.